Another Last of Us version makes us grimace. Game Informer is back in business, and this week's pile of shame, you don't want to miss this. Hello, and welcome to the Straight Up Games podcast. Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Straight Up Games podcast. This is episode 90. The countdown to episode 100 begins here. I am joined by this week by Mickey.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about video game nonsense once again for another week. We've had a light week this week in terms of news, so not as much to kind of get through as we usually would. All eyes on this Nintendo Direct this week, which we will obviously break down next week once we get to watch when it's pushed live. Was it Wednesday?
Yeah, 2 days
Wednesday.
to go from now.
Yeah, 2 days to go from now. So as you listen to this on Thursday, if you're listening on a Thursday, we'll have seen the Nintendo Direct. I'm sure we'll all be very excited, and we'll cover that in next week's show. Yeah, but for this week, we've got the normal run of play in terms of the news. Mainly stories around Nintendo again, because they did a random Nintendo Direct last week. So we're going to cover that in a bit of detail. And then we've got a sort of a cracking pile of shame for everybody this week. So we'll get through that, as always, at the end of the show. Yeah. As discussed in the last few weeks, if you like what you're listening to, get in touch, let us know. Hello to the international listeners.
Well, I've got a surprise this week.
Have you?
Following the shout-out last week, someone got in touch.
Where?
And we know from Singapore, after we talked about Singapore.
Yeah.
Seriously, we have
how did I miss this?
I've kept it secret.
Okay.
We have a listener called Hannah. Hello, Hannah, who is from Singapore, and this makes so much sense now that it's happened and we've been told, whereas previously having loads of listeners in Singapore makes no sense. We have in Newcastle, we have a huge international university scene.
Yes.
And so when people are travelling over to learn in cities in the UK, they find regional content to listen to get used to the accents.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's where they've all come from. But Hannah specifically reached out there was a very old post on Reddit that I published when we first started going on this, and I had a message on Reddit from that, and I don't have Reddit installed anymore. I don't check Reddit.
Okay.
But I did go on Reddit. I reinstalled Reddit because I needed to search for something to do with a car. I had a message on there saying, just so you know, I'm one of the Singapore listeners. So there we go.
Amazing.
Singaporeans are in full force.
That is class.
Thanks for getting in touch, Hannah.
Yeah,
anyone else who's doing the same thing, or if there's a completely different reason and that's not it, get in touch.
Sorry we don't read Reddit.
Yeah, maybe we need a Reddit account. I don't know.
That's mad. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah. So there we go.
I was in the town on Saturday because of the Newcastle celebrations and that. And I was with some family and I was showing them sort of some of the statistics that we've got in terms of just the broad parts of the world that people are listening, and it's mental for us to conceive the fact that we're sat in a room in my house chatting absolute nonsense.
P.O. Box Graham's house.
Exactly, for like an hour or so a week, and there's people out there listening from outside of Durham, which is just nice.
Well, this week we had Russia, we had where else?
Some Ukraine.
Yeah.
Where else we had this week? I should have pulled it up, but we have got new locations added to the list. It's only a couple here and there, but it doesn't matter. Like it's just interesting for us that we get a bit of a kick out of reading it. So
super interesting.
Yeah. So if you're new to the podcast, thanks for joining us. If you want to listen to another 89 episodes, feel free to go back in time.
The catalogue is there.
I know. Episode 1's a bit ropey.
I was going to say quality may vary.
Aye, but episode 1 is a bit ropey, and that's largely because it was a bit kind of raw when we first started in terms of just production capability, and where we recorded it wasn't the best. But anyway.
But if you get the chance, I mean, there's a lot of Straight Up Games lore that's probably worth looking into.
Absolutely.
So you can understand some of the obscure references that are made on a weekly basis.
I know. And I know, big ourselves up a little bit. There is some funny content in there.
There is somewhere.
We have laughed a lot over the last 90 episodes making this show. So. And we obviously we're strive to continue to do that. As Mickey mentioned last week, we are playing with the idea of bringing this to video. We're having another test here today as we record, with the aim to try and buy episode 100 to release something which is going to be not just audio content but video content too, for anybody who wants to consume our podcasts via YouTube or however else. So if you want to, on VHS maybe as well. Limited edition, straight up VHS.
Don't say things like that because I want it.
Instantly collectible.
Podcast is now releasing on cassette.
If you could just mock up that design.
No worries.
That'd be cool. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Right, so let's get things underway with, of course, what we've been playing. This week's been a very quiet week for me, Mickey. I have played a few more hours of Avowed. That is all I've played. Over to you.
Nice. That's good. Well done.
The desert's still pretty.
The desert is very pretty.
Actually, to be saying that very, very quickly, I'm very aware that I need to finish this game now, so I'm just charging through the map.
Okay.
And on Friday, Saturday last week, I spent a chunk of time just bombing through the map and covering as much as I possibly could, just charging through the quest lines to try and get stuff done. But there can be a lot of chit-chat in that game, so I'm just like putting subtitles on and reading it faster than the character can read it to us. So I'm just trying to get through it, you know.
One of those conversations like,
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should do an episode like that.
Or just in skip dialogue.
NPC.
the strip podcast.
Sorry, I'm in a tunnel. Just get rid of the vowels.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
Not needed.
Anyway, what have you been playing?
Fair enough. I have been playing Atomfall.
Oh, nice.
I downloaded Atomfall. I was very excited for it. I have only played about an hour and a half of it because it was bugged to hell. Like, broken beyond belief.
Oh, no.
I had no audio. I've got corrupt save files. I've got people falling through the map. I've got all sorts.
Really? Is there reports of this?
Phil has had no audio every time he's played it. Even after the patch, he had no audio, so he's just a bit fed up with it. So I've had a busy week anyway, so I've kind of given it the week, and then this week I'll play it.
Yeah.
From what I did play, it's very different. It's not what I expected it to be at all. It seems, from what I can gather, that there's a quest, and how you reach the end is up to you.
That's correct. Yeah, that's right. But your quest line are leads.
That's right.
So you get a lead to something. You're like, well, what order do it? And so the idea is you don't have to do the game in any order.
That's it.
You just do the game in your order.
Just go in your direction and talk to your people.
I like that idea. It's different. It's a bit refreshing, actually.
Yeah. Once I'd figured out that that's what was going on, I immediately was like, that's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do we not see that more? Because from main quest to main quests, if we're going to make them a little bit more exciting, we might as well. Especially in a game like that where it is open world. The items seemed a bit repetitive in the first hour and a half that I played, as in, like, there's not a whole lot other than stuff.
A cricket bat.
Like it's weapons. It's the crafting items just feel limited. I don't know if they are. Obviously, I haven't got that far. But it's beautiful, so pretty.
Aye.
And the character, the voice acting is amazing.
Yeah,
like really good.
Big up the lad from Ashington.
Aye. He was brilliant. I can't even remember his name now, but he's in a cowboy hat and he's got a guitar. And he's class.
If you're from Ashington and you've got a cowboy hat and a guitar, give us a shout out.
Jen was like, "Is that Tim Healy?" And I was like, "No, it's not." And then I immediately Googled it to see who it was, and it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
But very Geordie man, the most Geordie man I've ever seen in a game. But the voice, it's just so good. The voice acting. The only
Which is
thing
what, sorry, Mick, is what you want, because a lot of you can get some really janky British accents in games.
I mean, usually it's like, this is set in England, and then publisher and developer born in Arizona, raised in Arizona, working out of LA. It's like not helpful whatsoever. Whereas all these people are very much English, not doing English accents. And or British, I should say. The only time it doesn't work is it seems like some of the like enemy characters, the random repeatable ones, just have like voice assigned and then they'll come at you. Right. So I had a bloke who just did not fit the like North Welsh accent that he had, absolutely coming for us, and I just had to pause the game for a second to chuckle at myself because I thought you are the least threatening bloke I've ever seen in a video game.
Simon.
It was very strange, but the main characters, or like any named characters, it's absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
The whole of the UK seems to have migrated to the Lake District for this.
Which they often do in the summer holidays.
I suppose, yeah, because I've yet to see a Cumbrian accent, so that's interesting. And yeah, that's it. And then other than that, I've played Spillage, which came out and recently has been rated very, very well on Metacritic. My type of game, indie, cozy nonsense. Not for everyone. It's an hour long.
Oh, really?
For a $5, which I think at first I thought a $5 for an hour. Normally when I look at the price of an indie game, I think, how long am I going to get out of it for the price? And is it worth it?
Is that just on Is that on Xbox?
Steam.
That's on Steam.
I think
Are
it
you
will.
playing your ROG?
Yeah, it'll probably end up on the Xbox. I think it's proper Game Pass fodder.
Okay.
But I don't think it's had a console port yet.
Yeah.
And the story behind this game is absolutely lush. So it's a single woman who's created this game, and she kind of moved out of everything, left everything behind. I'm going to make a video game. Even bought a boat to live on. And so just to cut costs to make this game, properly living the dream. And then kind of ran out of money, so started a Kickstarter campaign, which saw everything else go over the line. But the game's finished now, and frankly, it's immaculate. For being an hour long, there's no real story to it. It's just so playable, dead easy to pick up. You have to clean the ocean, and you get coins. The coins upgrade your boat. Full stop. That's the game.
Right. I think sometimes these little projects as well by sort of very small teams or individuals it's a case of there's not too many cooks. There's not too many ideas. 100%. It's like it's just their ideas.
100%. And that shines through. It feels like someone's first game, but that's okay. The soundtrack's wonderful, and I tried to remember who it was, but can't. Okay. Wonderful, like properly wonderful. The type of person where now I think we'll see that name come up in a lot more games because it is that good. My only criticism of it is that if it had an endless mode or some kind of constant, I don't know, procedural generation,
clean the sea mode,
where you could just keep going and keep going and keep going, because you just go. Like, for the sake of an hour, I played it an hour and a half straight, and then I went back and did some more levels because it was that good. And if there was an endless mode, people would lose their lives to it. Yeah. It will almost definitely come out on mobile and Xbox and stuff like that. So,
speaking of small boat games, Dredge ended up on the PlayStation catalogue.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've played Dredge yet.
I played a bit of it when it was on.
Okay. I've downloaded it, but I just thought I need to mention that to you.
I've
also added RoboCop to the PlayStation Plus this month.
Have they? Well, it was 14 quid on the store, and I was very tempted.
PS Plus for April.
Very good. I've just cancelled my PS Plus.
After RoboCop for you,
paying for it to do nout.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times. But
I do want to try that RoboCop though. It looks good. But that's about all I've been playing. New expansions out for Pokemon TCGP, and it's very good. But that's it.
Yeah, when we finished recording a couple of weeks ago, you were showing me in character on your phone like the packs and stuff and how the cards are animated. Yeah. Like, I can really appreciate that because it's really cool. The fact that someone's gone into that much thought for a game that's like for a card game on your phone. The fact that it's got that much thought gone into the fact that these have got beautiful designs and
the art of the really cards.
Good. Yeah,
which. I'm laughing, but at the wrong audience because it's just me and you in the room. Because that sounded like I was saying heart of the cards, which is a big Yu-Gi-Oh joke. The art of the cards is great anyway. So to be able to virtually bring them to life is, I mean, some of them are absolute works of art. It's just properly beautiful. But the current expansion has made shiny versions of older cards.
Right.
So the ones that have already been released, and it's good. It's very good.
Mint.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, that concludes a very brief what we've been playing this week. Like I say, we've had some busy lives, some other stuff going on.
Life.
I was in the town having a few bevies, celebrating with Newcastle United.
He loves his Geordies, lad.
Aye. Took some photos of a Geordie up a lamppost, Geordie on a statue, and a Geordie with a flare. So,
not a Geordie in flares.
No, no, you'll never see that.
No.
Let's do the news. News this week, ironically, right before a Nintendo Direct, is heavily dominated by Nintendo.
Crazy.
And that's because they had another Direct, which nobody expected.
Sent me into a spiral, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Very quickly, though, on the Xbox, an Xbox camp, there's been a teaser released just today as we started recording this, from Asus promoting the new, what seems to be the handheld device from the Asus team for Xbox. In the teaser video, it's online now. You can view it now, and Xbox have sort of sent out the monkey with the monkey eyes gif to say, "Oh shit,
what you doing?"
Yeah, what you doing? So they've kind of revealed the idea of this handheld device with an Xbox controller flying into a lift. I'm not really explaining this very well. Go watch it.
Machine.
Aye, and out comes, I'm assuming, a handheld of some type, but it's the first kind of proper acknowledgement we've had.
Yeah.
And the fact that we now probably know it's made by Asus and the Republic of Gamers.
Which I think is a really interesting point, because is it going to be an Asus console to the point of like the
I think
Lenovo
so.
stuff.
I think so.
It's not going to be an Xbox handheld.
Nah.
It's going to be a ROG Ali.
It'll be Xbox
something
powered
else.
by Asus or something like that.
Yeah.
I think. I
Probably.
imagine it'll be black. It'll have the
With
coloured
Asus
face
doing
buttons.
the teaser and not Xbox,
Yeah.
you would think so.
Yeah. So obviously we talked about this a little bit last week as well, about the idea of a handheld coming, and just week by week more and more evidence seems to be surfacing that's going to be the case. So yeah, dead excited for that.
And shout out Carrick, who, despite not being here, dropped that news to the chat
Absolutely.
as we were starting this podcast. So good timing.
Hot in the press, doing the research for it, which is great. But I released a reveal. I don't know when they would reveal that because there's no major event coming up, is there? So
it feels like teasing it 2 days before the Nintendo Direct comes out.
yeah, it's a bit cheeky.
It's like pissing in the wind.
Aye.
Yes. Hello, we do handhelds. No, okay then.
Switch 2's out in June.
Yeah. Mental.
They've also announced that they're doing a Backbone gamepad, which looks like an OG
Yeah,
console.
it's cool.
It's got a cool, it's like a green effect to it, which is it's a nice touch. I've never played with a Backbone on my phone. I've never.
Because there's no games you'd want to play on your phone, really.
Fair enough.
I mean, there are some, obviously, but not a whole lot. And if you're going to play them, you might as well get a ROG.
Yeah, but news on Xbox comes very quiet. I think everybody's just sort of standing
Probably
by,
quiet.
waiting for Nintendo to do something.
Yeah, which
and I
makes
think
sense.
we'll get Xbox news, like backward news from on the back of the Direct from Wednesday. I think
Yes.
we'll see.
Yeah.
In terms of the third party stuff.
Usually, Xbox are very good at diverting headlines where it needs to be. So I wouldn't be surprised if they suddenly just drop loads of games on Game Pass that we've been waiting for. Like all the news on Nintendo.
Singularity.
By the way, all the CODs are out, and everyone goes, "Oh, shiny."
Skylanders.
Skylanders
now.
is back. You now don't need toys.
Yeah. you could just do characters on your phone. That'll work.
It would. The toy-free Skylanders would be so good, you know, because the games are mint.
Yeah.
Anyone who likes Spyro or Cameo or Banjo, crack on. They're great.
PlayStation. Well, this is kind of third party related, but Assassin's Creed Shadows came out last week or 2 weeks ago now, and the sales figures came through on physical sales in the UK. Not surprisingly, Assassin's Creed topped the charts and knocked Split Fiction off into the number one spot. But what is really interesting is that 84% of all physical discs sold were on PlayStation 5.
Which I think just, talks wonders to the strategy of both companies. PlayStation, very much still full price perpetual, please. You can have it on disc if you want.
Yep.
Xbox would rather you didn't. But it's there if you can find it.
Well, yeah. So, I told you the story with me brother last week trying to find a physical copy of Split Fiction. I think what probably doesn't help Xbox in terms of that stat, whether it matters to them or not, I don't know, but it is high street like identity. Like it's a position on a shelf somewhere, but when you think about the fact that they've got Ubisoft Plus as a subscription service now, where you can just go, well, I'll just pay for the month, play a Creed, download it, and if I don't like it, that's fine.
Which I know a few people who've done.
Yeah.
They've done exactly that.
Yeah. So in that case, you've not really got much to lose as to why you'd buy a physical disc version. I'd imagine that a good chunk of those 84% of physical sold were things like collector's editions and sort of limited edition versions where you get like a shiny pin or something like that with it. Or the statue, which obviously collectors do collect the Assassin's Creed statues.
I don't know how anyone who's collecting them statues has room left because there's been that many of them.
I know.
We'd always end up with it for 8 months after the game came out again, and then someone would come in and go, 20 quid? Go on then.
Yeah.
It was 140 quid when it came out.
It was class whenever anybody came in and went, can I trade in this? This is how I got my collector's edition of Halo Reach. Someone came and was like, can I trade in this copy of this Halo Reach collector's edition?
Yes, but it's the same price.
Yeah, you get £5 trading credit for it. Yeah, that's fine. I was like, I'm buying that. So
immediately.
Yeah, so I think I paid $12.99 for the Reach collector's edition, which is sat in me.
I did it with the DJ Hero, Jay-Z and Eminem one, and I got absolutely bollocked for it as well. And I was like, what? The gaffer at the time was like, "Oh, we don't trade them in, we don't." I was like, "He got £10 store credit for it. Like it's on the system, therefore we trade it in."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, why did you do it?" Because I want to buy it. Like, you can't do that. I was like, "Well, what?"
I just did.
Everyone's happy. It's win-win. It's not staying in your shop because I'm taking it home.
Yeah,
I'm paying full price.
Yeah,
the
small wins you got to take them when you get them working in retail.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh dear.
When those Grail things came in, it was like, this is why I'm still here. That was it.
Yeah. I think that's maybe how I got my GTA 5 collector's edition.
It's how I got my PlayStation 1 of it, because I bought the 360 one on launch, and then someone traded a PS3 one in.
You got the Borderlands 2.
The Ultimate Loot. Ooh, aye.
Haven't you?
Still got it.
Is it still sealed?
It's not sealed, but I've got everything.
Got it.
Everything's complete. I wanted to play the game, and I didn't want to buy it twice. That's why I cracked it.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, they don't go for that much, surprisingly, even though they were that limited. Never mind.
Apparently, we're getting another version of The Last of Us on PlayStation 5.
Wait, I've just...
You got
any canned shock? While we test this video, you got any canned audience shock?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
For those who can't see this.
Yeah. Hopefully any other cheeks clap as the hands
you can hear me singing, In the Snow. With the aftershave. But, Macaulay Culkin shock face. We're getting another version of The Last of Us. Apparently, it is a rumour, but The Last of Us Season 2 is released in April. Cash cow, if you've ever did see one. Why not just make both games 20 quid and let everybody who's never played the game?
Why not just put it on your subscription service, you bastards?
Yeah. Well, they've done that with part 1.
Yeah, 7 years later.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't know what this is going to be. I'd imagine it'll be something to do with a box collection or something. But they have announced DLC for The Last of Us Part 2 with new playable characters and stuff. I think there's survival mode on it, which is a free update, I think. But why would you bundle it in? I don't get it.
Nah, I don't either. Any excuse.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if more news comes out about that in the next couple of weeks. Nintendo Switch 2 is obviously heavily going to be the topic of next week's show, but we have had a new shot of the console today.
Yes, which was nice on Nintendo Now, which was a result of the Direct last week.
Yeah.
A beautiful, beautiful thing, and anyone who hasn't downloaded it should, just to have a look at it.
It's a high-res image too, so you can you can really zoom in.
Yeah. But the cool thing about this is that because it's time zone locked, Japan can kind of leak things to us as it happens before it lands on our Nintendo today. And the shots are wonderful. It just you said before the podcast started, it looks grown up, and it just does.
Yeah,
looks like the Nintendo Switch has just finished college.
Yeah,
it's ready. It's ready for the world.
Yeah, he's got his first job.
Yeah,
ready to go.
Ready to go.
But yeah, it does look really good. It looks really smart. Really looking forward to Wednesday. Obviously, we've had confirmation that we're getting a trilogy of live action Zelda movies, which is March 27. I think they're released. The first one's released.
The trailer.
Yeah, we've got a release date of March 27, 2027.
Oh, 2027. Sorry, yeah. Yes. You're right. I can't picture it. In my head, it just doesn't work.
Live action Zelda doesn't. It's like live action Snow White. Don't bother.
Why not give us the Super Mario thing worked? Why not give us Zelda in Zelda World voiced again?
Yeah.
I can't see it, and I'm dreading it looking anything like Minecraft does.
I know.
If they ruin that,
it's Nintendo though. Like the standards are so high.
I know, but you just never know. We were talking in primary school about, imagine if they did a film for Zelda, how good would that be?
Yeah.
And now it's finally coming true, and I'm dreading it. Until I see that first trailer, because you remember the Mario teaser? I was dreading the Mario one as well, until I heard the noise and I saw the picture, and then I went, "Oh, we're alright."
Yeah.
But live action Zelda worries me.
It feels like fan made YouTube content.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
Yeah. People running around the English countryside with a wooden sword.
Yeah. And a fairy.
Well, and didn't get your fairy out in the woods.
Who's going to play him?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I will see. But it's exciting. That they must be confident enough if they've already said it's a trilogy. That's one thing, I guess.
Yeah. The only glimmer of hope I think we have is Nintendo's standards are so high, and they will not let any trash be released with that brand attached to it. That IP, just not going to happen.
It's true.
So. And you'd imagine the original creators are heavily involved, or where they can be involved, and much like the Mario film. So
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
hearing those the movie cuts of some of the soundtrack songs from the games, like with the Mario one, where they'll turn it into the dumb bum bum, and it's just immediately more dramatic.
Yeah,
that to Zelda stuff will probably make us cry.
Yeah, the noise when they open
cry my eyes out. Yeah, that first time. Little rupee.
Yeah.
What could it be? We'll see.
Yeah. Should we do the breakdown in Nintendo Direct?
Let's do that.
Because while we're talking about Nintendo. So last week, Nintendo out of the blue revealed there was going to be a Direct on Wednesday, Thursday last week, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was about 40 minutes. Half an hour.
I don't even know if it was that. I think it was, half an hour-ish.
And they released a load of
shite,
basically. And I want to start with the bombshell of I'm really disappointed by the look of Metroid 4.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I am. I'm just.
Did you watch
excited.
it in full whack?
Yeah.
Really? I think it looks fresh off the GameCube.
Well, I think they've just taken the remastered stuff and just coloured it in differently. They've spent 6 years making this game, and it looks like.
Well, technically, I think they've spent about 3 years making this game because they sacked it. Yeah.
I don't know. Like when you look at what they did with Breath of the Wild and the Zelda games and Odyssey and how they reinvented that franchise. It doesn't look reinvented. It looks like the same again.
So,
and I was expecting like a reinvention of Metroid, ready for something completely different.
See, I wasn't, and only because they kept the Prime name. I was fully expecting a Metroid Prime. If it had been called Metroid or something else Metroidy, then yeah, I get that. But because it's called Prime, I knew the format was the same, and the format really lends itself to a smaller game. Going back, going forward, going back again. Yeah. And I think we'll see more and more of that. I was very
more than
impressed.
happy to eat me words.
I mean, you got to remember how highly rated the remake was at Prime.
No, I played it.
And so to get that again, but new, I think
if the Switch 2 does us some favours, I just think for a game that's got that much anticipation behind it, for it to be revealed on a Switch 1 Direct, you think, well, why didn't they wait for if there's a Switch 2 version which looks polished? I'd be like, why didn't they do that?
So this is why I spiraled when they announced the Direct, because I was thinking we're getting a delay for the Switch 2 here, because why would they? No one cares what's coming out, because we've already been told Switch 1 games play on Switch 2. Therefore, this is a Switch 2 Direct. If any Switch 1 games that get announced now are a Switch 2 Direct. And that's not how it went down, because it seemed like they just announced a lot of things that they wouldn't have had time to announce on the Switch 2 Direct, and I get that, but Metroid was not one of them in my brain.
Nah.
Which says one of two things. Either you're right and they've just cut their losses and gone, get this out as a Switch 1 game, it's not as good as we thought.
Yeah.
Or the Switch 2 Direct is that blow your arse off that there was no room for it.
They must have something mega for it.
Yeah, they have to, pretty much. To drop it mid-show as well, that was a shock. I think they clarified some, like when I say shite, it was mostly shite. And normally would say go and have a look. Don't do that.
I'm just looking as you're talking.
Grab the highlights, which are probably the ones we're about to talk about. But Metroid was the biggest. Pokemon ZA this was a much better look at that compared to the last time we saw it. It still looks like an old Switch game, but the gameplay looks significantly better than it did on Game Freak, on Nintendo Company Direct. Pokemon Company, get me words right. So it was kind of like, but I still needed it to look better.
Do you know what this felt like? This felt like a Nintendo DS Direct.
It did a bit, actually. Yeah, shovelware.
Yeah, like half-baked. Not half-baked, that's not fair. Just stuff that... It's pure end-of-generation stuff. But just to kind of rattle through what was revealed, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes, we knew they were...
I mean, they're ancient.
Coming anyway, yeah. We had, obviously, Metroid Prime, we've talked about that. Patapon coming to Switch, that's cool.
It is, but who's asked?
I don't know. Obviously, that was originally a Sony IP. They're also making another game called Ratatan, which is for, I guess, for PlayStation. Don't know, or for everything, but it's a rhythm-based game, same as Patapon was. Cool game.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Shadow Labyrinth, this is the Pac-Man Metroidvania thing. Mental.
Probably mental. Go watch Secret Level.
Who thought of that? Like, does that come off the back of the TV series last year?
Probably. Secret Level.
Secret Level. Because that was obviously input in that. What else we got? Disney Villains Curse Cafe.
I've never seen such a shit-looking game in all my life. Did you watch it? Did you watch the trailer?
I watched 4 seconds of it. Went, this is not for me.
Who is it for? Literally no one.
The annoying thing is that the majority of the shovelware in here would probably be 30 quid.
Probably, yeah.
At least.
And it'll sell.
Will it?
No. Not any selfish
I'm reading this list, struggling to even think of what even are they. They finished on Tamagotchi Life,
which is going to get loads of hate, right? Probably by you, but yeah. This game was massive when it came out on the 3DS, like huge.
Yeah, I remember it coming out.
It was sold out everywhere. We literally couldn't get enough stock in game.
Yeah.
I played quite a bit of it when it came out just because I bought into the hype, but I don't know why it's taken this long to get onto the Switch, and so that was huge. They've
left it this long.
That was a huge announcement.
2017.
That will do numbers. I can guarantee it.
Really?
It will do big numbers. Okay. Whether it's on Switch 1 or 2, that will do numbers because people love that series and it looks to be more of the same.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, class business decision. Bring back all the other IP that falls into that slot of not for everyone, but still shifts like any amounts of consoles just for the sake of it.
Like WarioWare.
It's current Nintendogs essentially. For that like generation of people where they're a certain age and they just want something daft to play.
My Sims.
Yeah, the what was the My Sims age of today. 100%. So I get that, and I get why it was last as well. Like, and not putting Metroid there instead of Tamagotchi Life.
Yeah, I think for me personally, the highlight of the show was the sort of the evolution of the ecosystem with the virtual game cards.
Yes,
which means that now we can ultimately share games from one device to another, whether like we can lend games to one another virtually with physical cartridges, which is very cool because you essentially trigger a license and then send it to another Switch.
Yeah, and you can do it 10 days at a time, was it? Those are the restrictions?
14. 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, which is more than enough time to finish a game.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's the most Nintendo way they could have done it, I think. There's more than enough restrictions on there to keep the band safe. And then it's still very accessible for the people who know what they're doing and can jump through the hoops. Yeah. So it's I think it's mint. And I hope that they spark off some kind of that's the way digital should go.
It's thinking outside the box a little bit.
It is. And I think where you've got PlayStation who are still perpetually locked and they charge you 40 quid to play games you've already played.
Yeah.
You've got Nintendo here going, none of this changes. Like part of the fun of video games is sharing a game with a mate and being able to share these things. And I love that that's the direction they're taking. Sets them up very nicely for the Switch too. Because there's your selling point as well. Yeah. Like you're undecided, you can borrow your mate's games. Say no more. Yeah. Like you don't even have to buy games.
Really clever. Really think outside the box, and I think for a lot of people, if you haven't watched this yet, go and check it out because it's explained very well and it's simple because Nintendo are good at explaining things very simply. So if you watch even just a little snippet of that showcase, the direct, to show you how this works, you can essentially have any physical cartridge, dock it into your Switch, you can preload it into your console and share it with somebody else. So essentially, you're just sharing your digital game library with other gamers, and they can hold on to it in your family circle, or your membership for up to 14 days. So really cool idea. But yeah, I mean that was kind of the largely it.
It was. I think one last thing on that cartridge thing. I think getting an ecosystem update like that on the Switch 1 Direct, hopefully again speaks volumes to how big the Switch 2 Direct is, because that's exactly the kind of stuff you would expect from a next generation conversation. So for it to be on this one, they must be making way for big stuff.
Yep.
We'll see. I'm excited now. Like I'm properly excited.
I'm at work, so I can't watch it live.
I am also at work, but I have booked time. That's when I will be having my lunch.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
And drooling over the telly.
Yeah.
Hopefully this time next week I don't come in with just a single tear running down my cheek.
Yeah, he's going to be grin on his face for a week.
Yeah.
Not a week, until June or whenever it decides to work.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the Direct. Don't watch it.
The Direct. Yeah.
Watch the highlights.
Don't waste your time. Just wait till Wednesday. Miscellaneous corner this week. Game Informer's coming back, which is great news. And it's the entire original team. So Game Informer was shut down probably about 8 months ago, something like that. So they've come back with a vengeance. The full team are back. They're ready to start publishing again on the website. They've already gone through a process of reviewing all of the games that they missed out on from being shut down, which is really cool.
Probably cool.
Yeah. And they've got their guide to 2025 on there. So they've obviously been working behind the scenes on getting stuff sort of ready to go for the relaunch.
Yeah. And they are going to be available in print as well, which is really, really cool.
I know, I was so tempted,
Do it?
A subscription to a magazine, imagine that.
Turning up at your house.
Through the post, everything.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
I wonder if you still get freebies.
Demo disc. I doubt it.
A few stickers.
I doubt it.
Game courage case.
Yeah. Maybe we can get on the front cover.
Yeah, we should. Should look for advertising opportunities.
Game Informer, if you're listening. Yeah. We're up for that.
We are.
Ubisoft has a new subsidiary company, which has been backed by Tencent. Some crazy billions of dollars has been put into this. But this new company they're basically being built to just create Far Cry, Rainbow Six, and Assassin's Creed games moving forward.
Yeah.
For me, this feels like you do that over there, we're going to sell everything else.
Yes, I think so too.
In terms of whether it's just the IP they sell off or whatever, I don't know. But I don't understand why they would just sort of back those three and leave the rest.
Because they've gone, these make money.
Yeah, these don't. Aye.
These don't. Because we don't help them to, but they don't.
Mm. But like, you think there's franchises in there like Splinter Cell and Just Dance?
Just flog them.
Yeah.
Like, they are a perfect flog.
Yeah.
I think.
Absolutely. I mean, they can still Splinter Cell to Xbox.
Yeah. Give Rayman to Xbox or Nintendo. Nintendo Rayman. Can you imagine that? Nintendo wouldn't, I don't think. Then it really would go somewhere to die. Because, it's a competitor.
I know, yeah. But yeah, it's a shame. And then some news not broke, but there's some news getting some Final Fantasy fans excited this week because it's Final Fantasy 9's 25th anniversary coming up very soon.
How's that happened?
I know. And they've launched a website to sort of celebrate the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy 9.
www.thisisntgettingremade.com.
But it is in brackets.
But it is as long as you keep buying the old one.
Yes. So if you look, a lot of people have Final Fantasy 9 at the top of the list of favourite Final Fantasy. And I get why. It is very, very good. So it sort of took the sort of more realistic graphics of Final Fantasy 8 and a cartoony sort of character set from the older games.
Yeah. I mean, it was like the perfect mix as well, wasn't it? It was good game all around.
So rumours of a Final Fantasy remake for Final Fantasy 9. Who knows? We'll see. This has been rumoured for ages.
7 isn't finished its whole remake.
Nah. When they say remake, I'd imagine it's like a Dragon Quest sort of thing. I'd imagine it
like a half-assed.
No, it's
Dragon Quest 2D. Yeah, I was going to say it was 3D, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but they've already done, did they not? They already did HD because they did 10.
Aye, they did.
So it would have to be a fully fledged big jobby.
I mean, that is exciting.
It is if that's what they're doing.
If they keep
what's not exciting. Yeah, that would be good.
Same game, modern graphics. I don't want open world 3D. I've done enough of that this year. Thanks.
I've had enough.
Or last year even.
I've had me fill.
Yeah. Just give us Fantasy 9 exactly the same as it was, just prettier.
Just make it pretty. Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Because if they do the whole remake thing, what will happen is exactly what happened with 7, where they go, we're going to do a remake.
It's in 3 pieces.
10 years later, they go, and it's coming in 3s. And then when's the next one coming out? 5 years after the first one. No. I don't want that. No one wants that.
I know. So, yeah. I mean, I'll play it if it looks decent.
Fair.
I'm easy like that.
9 was the one where it starts with the market.
9 is the one where you play Zidane, the little guy with the
blue mage guy.
That was Vivi.
Yeah, aye.
And Steiner, who was the knight.
Scott Steiner. Yes.
And then there was Garnet, who was the actress from the theatre.
Yeah.
She's like the daughter of the king or something.
It starts with it's the airship going over the market. That's all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they could easily just redo all that instead of giving the full. I
replayed it, on the Xbox a few years ago now, but I started playing it again, and I also played it on a handheld. What did I play on a handheld?
Vita.
Maybe it would have been the Vita. Because it looked like a lot of the old fantasies look really good on the Vita.
Yeah, they did. It was a perfect console for it.
Yeah. Oh, the Vita.
The Vita was so good, so good. It got PSP'd.
Yeah.
Didn't get used enough.
I saw. I was in the town here I work for lunch the other week, and I looked at the window in a charity shop, and they had in the window Splinter Cell on the PSP.
Brilliant.
And The Sims 2 on the PSP. So I was like, oh, they're collector's items.
No, absolutely not.
No, UMD were the worst format because they just dropped to bits.
They did fall to bits.
All the time you'd be like, well, I've got a back and knee front. just on just the disc, like no casing at all.
I don't know any other thing that worked that had UMD either. It was a Sony technology.
Yeah, well, so was Blu-ray.
So all them films that were just locked to UMD for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You want Rush Hour 2? Hey,
yeah.
This is the device for you. UMD.
I wonder if there's more UMD Simpsons movies out there than there are Simpsons movie on Blu-ray. There's got to be, because it came free with everything.
That's an interesting statistic, yeah.
Yeah. Please, if you've got any knowledge.
Probably, because it came free with every PSP.
Absolutely, every single bundle, yeah. At least in the UK.
Simpsons movie. How long was PSP? We're getting down a rabbit hole. I'm just going to look this up. PSP, when did that reign?
Oh, well, there was that many models of it as well. Because it was like PSP Go, PSP 7000, 11,000. All the
PSP
numbers.
Released
I don't know if any of those are real.
North America in 2005, and then PAL regions from September 2005. It was out in America like 6 months before it came out in Europe.
Sean.
I know. Remember when that was a thing?
I know, yeah.
How many sales figures on here? How many units do we think were sold of the PlayStation Portable?
Not many. Not as many as they wanted.
Whew. 80 million.
80. Compare that to like the DS.
The DS, yeah.
Yikes.
Media, UMD, except the PSP Go, which was digital only. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. It's like a HTC in game form.
Yeah. PSP, yeah.
Good times.
The batteries used to blow, expand in the back of them.
Yeah. Everyone's going through that at the minute, aren't they? Yikes. Anyway.
Okay, so we digressed there a little bit. We've had a light show this week.
Well, yeah.
It's a bit shorter than normal. What now we're talking about?
Pure direct hype.
I know.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
so that concludes the news largely this week, unless anything's broken in the last few minutes.
Yeah, just quickly double check and make sure that...
Mortal Kombat's coming to Fortnite.
No one wants that.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter, Chin and Scorpion. Who would have thought?
You know what's funny is this is like properly digress, but you said unless anything is broken, and for some reason I went straight to the BBC News website thinking that news is broken, so that's how my brain did it. And just in case anyone's interested, Birmingham have declared a major incident over the bin strike. Next.
Great. You see the state of it?
Oh,
if you live in Birmingham, I feel really sorry for you because it's horrendous.
Grim. That is properly grim.
God. Oh, IDOS are letting staff go. 75 staff being laid off by IDOS. This is news live as it's happening.
Live as it's happening. Released on Thursday. Yeah. So it's already old
This
news.
is old news. This is live.
This is old news coming to you now on Straight Up Games 105, 106.
We've got to get better at this if we're going to do video.
Well, if we're live streaming to YouTube, this would be live. That would be good.
I know. And yeah, people are tuned off by now.
Right now.
Yeah.
We are the only people seeing the video is us in the room with the video. Looks good though.
Yeah, looks pretty. Someone signed a cast with something on there. Okay, I'm really grasping straws here.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Let's do the pile of shame. As you probably well know, every week we are working backwards through IGN's top 100 video games of all time, going backwards through them and have we played them, have we not? If we haven't played them, they're going on our virtual pile of shame. Probably to be never played, but we can make recommendations.
I'm going to play them. I'm on a date.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm not putting a date on it, but I'm going to do it one day.
By the time I'm 90, I'll have played the pile of shame.
By the time I'm deed.
Yeah. This week's entry into the pile of shame is number 25, which is God of War 2018.
Open brackets 2018, close brackets.
Yes. Because they should have put that in the box.
Yeah,
because everybody calls it that.
Yeah.
Everybody calls God of War 2018 God of War 2018.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely knee shame.
Nah.
None
of us I know because Carrick's obviously played Vision recently. This game holds a special place in my heart because I was there when they revealed it. I've talked about the story before, and I'll never stop talking about the story because it was just like the most amazing thing being in that auditorium. And if you've not watched Raising Kratos, for the love of God, please watch the God of War documentary.
As soon as you finish the Half-Life 2 documentary, you go watch the God of War documentary.
It's the sequel.
Yeah.
You've got to do it. I know we joke about the Half-Life documentary. It's very good.
Is it?
Have you watched?
I haven't heard anything about it.
God. But with God of War, the Raising Kratos, it just highlights how painful the process of making video games is for the creative minds that do it.
Yeah.
And it also highlights the stress in terms of what they're trying to deliver. Things you just don't realise happen, especially to Santa Monica at the time that they made God of War, 2018 in brackets, because there was a few things they tried that didn't work, and it was like, is this actually going to happen?
Yeah, yeah.
At one point,
they were going to sack it off,
that was it. Yeah, God of War's no more. So it is definitely worth watching, and just to see Cory Barlog do his bit where he live demos it on stage at E3, which is it's in this beautiful auditorium, and they had a live orchestra playing the music, which everybody knows the music, that sort of chant and piece of music. It's just amazing, and to watch them reveal the game with a live orchestra, because nobody knew what it was. It was like the room was black. There was a big curtain. The curtain went up. Sorry, the curtain was dropped. They started playing the music with this orchestra, and everybody's going, "What's this?" It just kept going, and it was playing for like 4 or 5 minutes of just music. They thought it was some sort of interlude, and then the curtain goes up, and the stage is all illuminated like this winter landscape. It's like, oh, now we're talking. And then obviously the reveal happens when Atreus comes out of the hut, and Kratos follows him, and he just goes, "Boy!"
Yeah. And
that the whole place just went mental. And you can see it on the video though. If you watch Raising Kratos, it's on there. And Cory Barlog behind the stage, and there's a scene. He's got the controller in his hands, and he keeps rubbing his palms on his trousers because he's got sweaty hands playing.
Because his palms are sweaty.
Yeah,
his knees weak.
Arms are heavy. He's vomit. His sweater.
Kratos on his sweater already.
Trace of spaghetti. So, yeah, I mean, what a game! It is the epitome of the perfect action adventure game. It's just.
It's
brilliant.
the Sony format in its finest form, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That like story-driven, pure action game.
Yeah.
That grips you the whole way through. Like I didn't want to put it down. Straight to platinum, 54 hours or something it took.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that surprised everybody with that game is how big it was. Like, nobody was expecting it. Because the formula works, and it works with The Last of Us. It works with Ghost of Tsushima, which is an open world game. Last of Us isn't, obviously it's more linear. Uncharted games are sort of 30 hours worth of adventure. But God of War was something else because of the scale of it, and they poured the heart and soul into that project, and you can see that when you watch this documentary.
Agreed, 100% agreed. I think as well for it to be so close to not getting made, and then to come back and be that good. Yeah. You can see the love, the blood, sweat and tears that go into something like that, because they could have easily just thrown the towel in. Yeah, well, you see it in the documentary. Cory Barlog sat at his PC reading reviews as they're released online, because the what do you call it, lifts, the embargo lifts, and he's just sat there reading them all, and he bursts into tears, like just joy of like, fuck for that. Yeah, I think we've actually made a good game.
Yeah. But they moved location, like offices and everything.
Oh yeah, they went through everything.
Yeah, they did. It's amazing. It's amazing to watch. But the game was just the perfect video game, because there's no nonsense. It's just it does what it says in the tin. You know, there's no microtransactions that you got to worry about, it's got some cool little RPG elements in there which really make you feel like you're playing for something as well as the story, but not too much that it becomes like paralyzing with choice of like, where am I going to put these attribute points or.
Yeah, and I think it's so well spaced out as well that the God of War quick time events don't feel like they used to. Yeah, where those games kind of fell into a trap of just being hammer your buttons.
Well, it wasn't. This does it at the right. Circle to hump.
Yeah. Yeah. There's your episode title.
Press circle to hump.
But because it's so spaced out and it does it so well. It's a treat every time it happens. It doesn't turn into a slog at any point. And obviously, what a foundation to then make Ragnarok. It's a perfect blend of actual mythology, and because I'm like an absolute nerd for that kind of stuff, and so a lot of it properly tickled me as I was going through it. And like God of War mythology, I guess, where at this point it is its own thing. Oh, what a game!
Which bit of the game made you like go, holy shit? from memory, do you think?
Probably anything to do with the world serpent.
100%.
Just purely because it was like it was always there, and I knew what was going to happen because I'm aware of what happens.
Yeah.
But how the weave create us into that story, and how the world serpent just completely transforms what's going on.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah. Massive.
It's when he reveals himself from the lake at the night when they throw their weapons into the lake.
Yep.
And the boat's like rocking. He's what's going on? And it comes up from out the water, and its nose is like fluttering with like the blowing air of its nose, and it does that massive like vocal kind of noise.
Yeah.
Like, when you got a big sound system and the subwoofers up, it's like what? Really impressive. Like it's just all of it is just amazing.
It is.
Talk about
Start
God
to
of War,
finish, it is.
If you've not played God of War, what you doing?
What you doing? Come
Rent a PlayStation.
Don't do that.
For $15.99.
Lord Almighty, don't do that.
I don't do that.
Nah,
we covered that a few weeks ago. If you've not listened to episode 78, probably go on that one.
Just guessing.
I think it's 78.
Probably.
It's an episode between 1 and 79. So if you've not listened to any of them yet, get yourself on there. Because we talk about the PlayStation rental system they've just launched, and it doesn't make any sense. God of War is the only exception.
Yeah, and even then, get a PC and just stream the game.
Good point.
Or just buy it on Steam for like 20 quid or whatever
I
it
got
is.
to see X and buy a PlayStation for 300.
Do that. I'll lend you mine. It's not doing anything. Before
For $15.99 a month.
$14.99 a month. I'm not a quick. Before we wrap up on that, Carrick's just put a very, very good point in the chat as well, yeah. And he said that April Fool's is going to be absolutely rife with Switch 2 gubbins. Of course it will be.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So just, I know we're going to be late when this comes out. I hope these haven't been got by any April Fool's nonsense. I might just turn all my devices off and then watch the direct, having not been April Fool's.
I will be going social blind tomorrow. I don't know. And Nintendo are very good at keeping things secret, but
I've got to admit, I'm very surprised nothing's out yet at this point. Because, you know, the hardware was leaked by this point. Months before it happened.
It's normally the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not first party or internal.
So completely off for me, and we'll see. We'll see you on the other side. New generation Nintendo.
Yeah. Is that the gimmick?
That's good on video. They're like, it's just us clicking fingers. Not that anyone's going to see that.
Like Bob Mortimer.
Yeah. Raspberry jam is full of pips.
Magic.
Goodness me.
Anyway, that concludes this week's show. A bit of a shorter one this week for you, just because the news section's a bit light and we've not played as many games as we would like to. Thanks for listening, as always. If you like what you listen to, follow us on the on your podcast platform of choice, just so you get a nudge when we release a new episode.
Yep.
Sometimes this stuff goes out and you just forget, and I do it too. I listen to podcasts every week. I follow them just so I know that the new episodes are out. So when I'm traveling to work or whatever in the car, I know that I've got something to listen to. I've never listened to radio. I only ever listen to podcasts.
Do you want to get Vernon K on in the morning, you?
Do I?
Aye.
Why? Is you talk about video games?
When I finish swimming, Vernon K is chatting on. You know what it is? Yes. I remember I texted you. Big up Vernon. Remember I texted you the other day. So I came out of swimming. Vernon K was doing his thing, and I did not realise what he was doing was playing a news from the olden days. So they must have gone like on this day and then played a cut of BBC News.
Yeah.
And so I got back into the car to someone describing an Xbox for the first time, and they were talking about Call of Duty, and they were talking about all these things, and I was like, Have I swam back in time? Yeah, what is going on here? And I sent you a voice note of like what was happening on the radio, and I went, what have I missed here?
Where have I been?
Yeah, and then Vernon K just piped up from out of nowhere, and he was like, so that was BBC News back in 2001 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I was, for a second, my heart started racing. I was thinking, I've swam back in time. I've done it. It's me kids, Marty. We've got to do something about me kids. Mental. So yes, the Radio 2 does talk about games on and on Wednesday.
Right. Well, listen to us instead.
Yeah, listen to us instead.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, thanks for listening, and we will come back next week with a full breakdown of the Switch 2 Direct.
Switch.
See you later.
Bye.